December 2025, the end of a record year for unexplained phenomena. Above the quiet New England coastline, a routine flight is about to capture the attention of the world. A private jet cruising at 3,500 feet. The pilot, highly experienced, expects nothing but the usual air traffic and weather patterns. Suddenly, right there where nothing should be, a disturbance. Something reflecting the lights of the ground below, yet completely stationary. It was small, silver, and hovering. At an altitude typically reserved for manned flight, it stood defiant against gravity. Pilots are trained observers, but they are also human. At night, reflections and distant weather balloons can create compelling illusions of stillness. The pilot knew what he was seeing defied conventional physics. He reached out to air traffic control, hoping for corroboration. The key here is the immediate reporting. These pilots are not looking for fame. They are following protocol regarding potential collision risks.
Yes, according to what it takes.
The key here is the immediate reporting. These pilots are not looking for fame, but...
The verbal report was clear. A small, non-reflective object, stationary and unresponsive to standard maneuvers. And then, the signature move we see in so many UAP reports. It didn't drift away, it didn't accelerate, it simply ceased to be there. An event lasting mere seconds, yet demanding instant classification. What do you label an object that defies every known law of inertia? Then, the unthinkable. The response from air traffic control, casual yet chilling, immortalized in the official audio logs. The exchange concluded with the remark that shook the community. Good luck with aliens. This is likely gallows humor. ATC controllers are under immense stress. A joke is easier than logging a phenomenon they know their superiors will instantly dismiss as weather.
Good luck with aliens.
But the fact that a professional in an official capacity would even use that phrase suggests something profound has shifted in the cultural perception of these events.
Good luck with aliens.
This incident did not occur in a vacuum. 2025 marked a watershed moment in UAP reports, driven by a surge in pilot testimony.
Good luck with aliens.
We're talking about over 700 highly trained professionals, pilots, reporting anomalous contacts in a single year. This is not anecdotal scatter. This is a pattern. Why are the reports from trained pilots held in such high regard? Because their careers depend on accurate observation and strict adherence to reality. For too long, the default explanation was swamp gas or weather phenomena, but pilots are taught to identify those things instantly. This requires a new category. The crucial detail of the Rhode Island incident was the immobility, a silver object suspended against the wind, holding its position effortlessly. Anything man-made, a drone, a helicopter, a balloon, is governed by aerodynamics. To stand still at altitude requires propulsion and stabilization far beyond our current public technology. And then, the acceleration, or lack thereof. It didn't speed away. It simply vanished, suggesting a transition across dimensions, or an instant cloaking technology. We must consider the limits of human visual acuity at night. A rapid change in atmospheric light or the jet's own movement could give the illusion of instantaneous disappearance. If it was real, where's the radar track? If it was an illusion, why did the pilot sound genuinely disturbed, not merely confused? The sheer volume of 2025 reports means that what was once extraordinary has become normalized. This creates a dangerous precedent for official response. Is the system overwhelmed? Are the agencies tasked with identifying these objects simply giving up, leading to the frustrated cynicism heard in the ATC tower? Good luck with aliens isn't just a flippant remark, it's an operational acknowledgement that we, the official infrastructure, cannot solve this. It's a surrender. Or is the answer terrestrial? Could this silver object, capable of defying gravity, be a classified test flight, inadvertently seen by civilian eyes?
If it were US technology, the control tower would be explicitly instructed to deny or offer a cover story, not joke about ETs. That lack of formal denial suggests genuine uncertainty.
The uptick is global. If one nation had successfully mastered anti-gravity in 2025, they would be dominating the skies everywhere, not just hovering briefly over Rhode Island. We are left with the original conclusion. The object was unidentified. Its origin, unknown. Its purpose, a terrifying mystery. The pilot didn't see an anomaly. He saw intent. He saw a technology that had complete disregard for our established rules of flight. The silver object, small enough to be discreet, maneuverable enough to defy detection. Was it a probe, a scout, or something far more invasive? When you have 700 confirmed sightings of objects exhibiting non-human performance metrics, you stop asking, what did they mistake it for, and start asking, what is the pattern of observation? The rise in these encounters suggests either a massive proliferation of advanced secret technology, or something far stranger is entering our airspace with impunity. They are here, and they are studying us. The fact that the pilot saw a stationary object suggests calibration, perhaps monitoring our air traffic flow before disappearing. We cannot ignore the rapid evolution of civilian drones. While not capable of the speeds described in other reports, a specialized high-altitude surveillance drone could potentially mimic this hovering behavior. The response gap is the real story. The official systems are designed to classify and neutralize threats. If they can't do either, they revert to humor or denial. "3,500 feet. Not too high to ignore, but just high enough to be inconveniently observed. A silent presence, watching our fragile operations." The vanishing act was deliberate. It was a test of our capabilities, a demonstration of superiority, and a clear warning that the skies are no longer solely ours. The Rhode Island incident of late 2025, a moment where trained professionals confronted the impossible, only to be met with a joke about extraterrestrials. "700 reports means 700 opportunities for misidentification and error. It demands meticulous scrutiny, not panic." Whether deliberate or not, the official documentation of this event, culminating in that chilling remark, suggests a quiet invasion of our consensus reality. The verdict remains unwritten, but the evidence is accumulating, file by file, witness by witness. They showed up once. They will return. We need to stop joking and start preparing for the intelligence that is operating just beyond the limits of our perception. What happens when the only official response left is a cynical wave of surrender?